Here is an explanation for the answer to final exam question number 64 in Electronics Demystified 2nd edition. If you have the printed book, please see page 430 and look at figure exam-9, which is reproduced here. The previous question also dealt with this particular figure, figure exam-9, and this waveform especially, which we can tell by the description in the previous problem, represents the output waveform of a Class B radio frequency power amplifier. And in this case, this is how that waveform would look when it's working properly. Well, here's an example of what can happen when we get improper operation of this type of an amplifier. The waveform will develop this chopped off appearance at the peaks. Clipping. It looks like clipping, similar to what we would get with a limiter circuit. But this is not the kind of a thing that we want to see in this kind of a circuit. It is called flat topping. Does that surprise you a whole lot? The tops of the waveform appear flattened. Well, when you get a situation like this, the most common reason in a Class B radio frequency power amplifier is overdrive. That means that the input signal is too strong. And if you make the input signal too strong, then it's going to drive the amplifier past its ability to properly produce an undistorted waveform in the output. The peaks are going to, the amplifier just isn't going to be able to deal with these peaks, and so it's going to clip them. When that happens with overdrive, you'll get a whole lot of bad things happening, mainly harmonic energy in the output, which can cause illegal operation of a radio transmitter. The Federal Communications Commission in the United States regulates how much harmonics a radio frequency transmitter can produce. Overdrive can result in excessive harmonic production. Well, the choice that tells us about overdrive in this question is choice B. The other choices are absolutely and completely irrelevant to this situation anyway, and so you might be able to tell that overdrive is the only answer that makes any sense. The others are completely irrelevant. So that's how this situation works, and you do not want to see a situation like this. You can look at the output waveform on an oscilloscope and tell immediately if you are having this problem with flat topping, and if you are, you're going to need to reduce the input signal amplitude until it doesn't happen anymore. You're going to have to get rid of the overdrive situation and make sure that the drive power of the amplifier is within its rated bounds.